Hey guys, welcome back. It's TheCardists, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Memento Mori Playing Cards. Now these are by Chris Ramsey, and thank you for Murphy's Magic for getting these out to me. I'll be reviewing these today. Now I want to give you a bit of information on why the name and what about it. Now I'm probably not the best person, but I'm going to pass you to Magic Orthodoxy, who had this in his review, and I'd like to use it, and I have mentioned to him as well. When this video's out, he's going to see it. Basically, he's a really good guy. Check him out. Really great reviews, but he explains this better than I am, so let's have a look.
Alright, so what is Memento Mori? Glad you asked. It's a good thing you have me as your teacher because this is totally my expertise, okay? Memento Mori is a Latin phrase. Okay, and what would happen is, I'm just gonna put the deck down. What would happen is a Roman general, okay, or a Caesar, would come back returning from war, returning from a battle victorious, okay? And then they would proceed to enter into what is called a Roman triumph, which is a parade, okay? Now, the parade would be horses, animals, all kinds of chariots, soldiers marching. They would carry banners. They would carry the eagle that was the symbol of the Roman Empire. And then the last person, the hind end of the float, or the parade as it were, would be the Caesar or this general. And more often than not, the returning general would be dressed up as a god. He would be representing Zeus in effect. Sometimes they would even paint his face red, which was Zeus's color. And the people would be on both sides. They'd be waving palm branches, and they would be saying, "Caesar is Lord," and they would be shouting all of these praises to this general and to Rome. And so what they ended up doing was, there was a man that stood behind this general, a man that stood behind this Caesar, and he would whisper in his ear, "You are only a man. You are merely mortal. Remember, you will have to die one day." He would be whispering this Latin phrase, Memento Mori, because the parade was so overwhelming, okay? It would make the person feel as though they were the actual recipient of all that praise and glory. And so it was a way to take that general or that Caesar down a peg and help him to realize his own mortality, that he really wasn't a god that he portrayed to be. So that is the definition and the explanation behind the phrase Memento Mori.
Okay, so that was from his video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. He really is good in explaining stuff. Me, on the other hand, I struggle with that. But let's get more into the review, and I want to say check him out, link in the description below for himself. But this is the deck. Now, it is a magic finish on bicycle kind of retail stock, and Murphy's Magic, a big thank you as well. So this is the front tuck case. It's got this embossing of this skull. As you can see, it just has this really, and it's kind of 3D looking, and it continues the whole way around the tuck case, so it doesn't just happen there, it goes around the tuck case as well. It does feature on the bottom. I know I normally go on with the box last, but this is something I want to show you. It's quite an interesting box. It does have Chris Ramsey's logo just there, which is always useful, with the Murphy's Magic and some copyright information just there. On the top it has a white tuck case, and then it also has the name of the deck as well. And then it continues with the skull going around with the 3D kind of, you can see the embossing there, which is absolutely amazing, and I do love it. It's a simple tuck case, but it's simple, and that's why I wanted to show it to you, because of how simple it looks and how awesome it is. It's a bit different, and it stands out compared to other decks, and this stands out when you're holding it in your hand. Let's have a look at the Jokers. First off, I actually want to show you the back design of this. Now, it features the skull with a actual white background going around with like a black stroke that features there but fades away on the corners, and it happens just here. And it is a mirrored back with two skulls in the back, which really pops, and it looks really unique. But the Jokers aren't actually Jokers. It's Chris Ramsey's logo with the triangle and with the tears as well, and these are identical, going with the same kind of without the detail, but they've kind of using different colours to form this, and it's actually really simplistic, but it works quite well. But we're going to move on to the other cards you receive. Okay, so then you get a link to murphysmagic.com, so go check it out, link in the description below as well. But then also you receive a card that tells you about what Memento Mori means to Chris Ramsey, and there is a bit of a paragraph there. If you want to pause the video and have a read, let me just get to focus up and you can have a quick read. I'd pause it now. But yeah, so that if you want to get that, maybe get the deck and have a read of that if you don't want to read it now. But it is really worth it. But let's have a look at the Ace of Spades. Okay, so here we have the Ace of Spades. It does feature the different colour pip, placement there. It's the same normal bicycle kind of pip placement for the font, but then it has this different colour, and it looks absolutely stunning. The different colours they're using to fade into different colours. And then what I think is really unique is they've also done it with the pips there as well. For example, this does happen across the other pips for the spades. You can see which most certainly happens across the board for the rest of the spades. It goes the whole way through, even to the royalty. Even though it's the same standard royalty, they have been changed to actually they've got rid of the details and had it simplistic with just the colouring they've used. So it goes from a yellow to a pink, which I think is really unique, and I think that really stands out compared to other decks. Okay, moving on to the diamonds. As you can see, we do have the pink colour going on there, and it's a pinky purple colour on this one, and it goes the whole way through, and it has the exact same idea, and the colour behind it with the different colour shading, and I think it really stands out, and it goes the whole way through. The royalty is the exact same colour, so it doesn't change, but it doesn't need to. It's really, really different, and I like it. Simple as. Okay, moving on with the clubs and the rest of the pips. Now we can see it continues with the same royalty, but the colour actually goes a little bit lighter now, or a bit darker. Then we have the purple to black. I know Card Freak will love these as well. And even with the hearts as well, it just continues with the same idea, but just with the hearts, and it's all bicycle standard. It's just for the pips they're kind of custom because they're a bit pointy, because it's the colouring they've used and the style. But what I think is really cool is the way that this deck handles. Also, I got this card here, and I thought there was something wrong with it, but this is actually the Murphy's Magic card link there, and it's actually a black, and I think maybe they should do that deck. That looks quite nice. What do you think? Have a look. But let's move on to the handling of the deck. How does it handle? And let's have a look. So first off, it has got a magic finish on the retail stock, so it's going to be able to handle really nicely anyway. I've never had any complaints with magic finish, especially if it was aristocrat stock, but as it's not, I think it would have been a bit better if they had aristocrat stock. But to be honest, it's a really nice deck, even though it isn't aristocrat stock. But you can see the stock itself is quite thin. It's a thin retail stock, and it just handles really, really nice. Obviously, there is a few issues, I'd say. I wish it was thicker. I know that's some stupid, but I do like a thicker deck. I feel like if I accidentally slipped, I could bend this, and then it would just crease it. But that's just because of me. I'm just clumsy like that, and I would do something like that. But all around it's a very, very nice deck. Even for fanning, obviously it doesn't have much going on for it because of the border, but then you kind of can get effects like that, which I think's awesome. Even when it comes to doing a giant fan, okay, we'll just do a giant fan. It does actually pop more in a giant fan, which I think is more of the reckoning. That I think that is better in that aspect. But all round, it's a very, very nice deck of cards, very simple, and you can actually, retailers visit Murphy's Magic on this one. This is a great deck of cards, and thanks Magic Orthodoxy as well. I did use a sample of his video when he reviewed this deck about the idea and the meaning behind it, and I wanted to use that because I thought no one else would explain it better, and I wanted to give credit to him as well because he's a great YouTuber, and I want to credit other YouTubers out there. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then why not comment down below? Just comment down there, like the video, and click subscribe as well. But I can't let you guys go without seeing a flourish, because I know you guys love all that, and also I'm not that good at it, so you guys probably enjoy it anyway to see me mess up. But we're going to try one. Here it goes. Well, I purposely watch my videos just to see myself mess up, so I enjoy that. But all round, it's a very nice deck of cards, and I would say it's simple, plain, and unique. But that's it. That's my review today, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, as I said, give it a like, click subscribe, and check out previous video. And that's it as well. I'll be back in a day, and I'll be reviewing another deck. Get ready for a load of reviews. See you then. Bye-bye.